client waive formal written.
Yes, sir.
Bancroft is charged on an indictment with breaking and entering. How do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Charged with 2 counts of grand larceny. How do you plead to those charges?
Yes, sir. Guilty.
How do you charge with obstruction of justice? How do you plead to that charge?
Guilty, sir.
Please raise your right hand and be sworn.
Do you swear to give true and perfect answers to such questions as may be propounded to you by this court, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Bancroft, go ahead and have a seat. State your full name for the record, please.
Matthew Bancroft.
How old are you today?
I'm 19 years old.
How far do you go in school?
11.
Can you read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol today?
I'm sorry.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything else going on making it difficult for you to understand what we're doing here today?
Yes, sir.
Do you fully understand the charges against you?
Yes, sir.
Have you discussed the charges and their elements with your attorney, and you understand what the Commonwealth would have to prove for you to be found guilty?
Yes, sir.
Understand that one of these charges Mr. Moore represents you on. Have you had adequate time to discuss that charge with him?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Have you also discussed any defenses you might have to these charges?
Yes, sir.
And have you discussed what your plea should be?
Yes, sir.
For all of those discussions, you decide for yourself to plead guilty.
Yes, sir.
You enter these pleas freely and voluntarily.
Yes, sir.
You enter these pleas because you are in fact guilty of the crimes charged.
Yes, sir.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you give up certain rights. For instance, you give up the right to be tried by a jury.
Yes, sir.
You give up the right not to incriminate yourself.
Yes, sir.
You have the right to confront and cross-examine the witnesses against you.
Yes, sir.
You understand if you're currently on probation, parole, or have any suspended sentence over you, this guilty plea would affect those charges.
Yes, sir.
Is anyone connected with these cases in any way trying to force you to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone made you any promises other than what's in this plea agreement?
No, sir.
You understand the maximum punishment for each of these charges?
Yes, sir.
You understand that one of these is a felony conviction and that has civil consequences such as loss of the right to vote, loss of the right to possess or transport a firearm.
Yes, sir.
Have you discussed the sentencing guidelines with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
And the court is not required to follow those. You understand there's no parole in Virginia.
Yes, sir.
And finally, do you understand that by pleading guilty, you waive your right to appeal?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Bancroft, I have this plea agreement in front of me. Did you sign this agreement?
Yes, sir.
Before signing it, did you either read it or have it read to you?
Yes, sir.
Did you fully understand it?
Yes, sir.
Fine, let's take a look at it. It says, on the breaking and entering, you'd be sentenced to 6 years, 5 years, and 7 months would be suspended. That means you would have a 5-month active sentence. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
On grand larceny, each grand larceny, you get 6 years, all of which would be suspended. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And then on the obstruction, you'd have 12 months all suspended.
Yes, sir.
So that gives you a total of 6, 12, 18 years and 12 months with all but 5 months suspended. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand you then have 5 years of supervised probation, 18 years of good behavior. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand you have restitution to pay in the total amount of $2,250.
Yes, sir.
Wow. You understand you have court costs to pay.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you understand? And then there's a number of other charges that will be dismissed by the Commonwealth. Do you understand all that?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand all the questions that I've asked you?
Yes, sir.
Did you answer all those truthfully?
Yes, sir.
You're entirely satisfied with the services of your attorneys?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions at this time for me?
Yes, sir.
All right. The Commonwealth has to summarize the evidence again.
Thank you, Your Honor. Between September 2nd and September 3rd, 2022, Mr. Matthew Bancroft and a co-defendant stole a guitar, 3 microphones from the First Assembly of God Church, valued at over $1,000. During that same time period, Bancroft and the co-defendant also stole laptops, checkbooks, and a bass guitar from Oak Hill Baptist Church, valued at over $1,000. On or about September 4th, Matthew Bancroft and a co-defendant were captured on security camera entering the Emmanuel Baptist Church at night. While in there, they stole multiple items. Bancroft and his co-defendant were interviewed and made multiple inculpatory statements. A search warrant was executed on Bancroft's apartment, and some of the stolen items were found there and recovered. Accounting for the items that were recovered, Emmanuel Baptist Church has $350 in restitution, Oak Hill Bible Church has $1,500 in restitution, and First Assembly of God Church has $400 in restitution. The pastors for each church were spoken to as part of this plea agreement. Separately, between December 17th and 19th of 2022, Mr. Bancroft sent multiple text messages threatening Savannah Malcolm and demanding she drop charges she had taken out against a third party. Ms. Malcolm was consulted within crafting this portion of the plea agreement. All of this occurred within Alleghany County. Based on Mr. Bancroft's lack of criminal history, his sentencing guidelines called for 1 day to 6 months.
Mr. Burke, any additions or corrections to the summary of evidence provided by the Commonwealth?
No, sir.
All right, then, Mr. Bancroft, if you please stand. Bancroft, that you find you have been present without this proceeding together with your attorney, you find you plead guilty, you have been entered into freely and voluntarily, understand the nature of the consequences of pleading guilty, the penalties that you're facing, the rights that you're giving up, you have a factual basis to support these convictions, and that you have been able to be represented by counsel. Both sides were able to present people.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Bancroft, is there anything you want to say, and the only reason I should not conclude your cases at this time? Based on your pleas of guilty, the summary of the evidence provided in the court, the court will find you guilty of breaking and entering, the court will follow the plea agreement, you are therefore sentenced to 6 years, 5 years, and 7 months suspended. You will be given credit for time you've already served. 2 counts of grand larceny, the court will find you guilty of each count, sentencing to 6 years on each count, all of which will be suspended. The court finds you guilty of obstruction of justice, sentencing to 12 months in jail, all of which is suspended. Upon your release from jail, you'll be placed on 5 years of supervised probation, 18 years of good behavior. You will obey the law, be of good behavior, follow all the rules of probation. You make restitution that is set forth in your plea agreement and the restitution order, and the total amount of $2,250. Mr. Bancroft, what's your plan on how to get that paid?
Okay, I'm getting jobs so I can, I try to pay payments.
All right, Mr. Bancroft, you understand this is a condition, you have a lot of time hanging over your head, and getting this paid is a condition of your suspended sentence and your probation.
Yes, sir.
All right. Motion with regard to remaining charges.
I'm going to move to null pros remaining charges, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No, sir.
Remaining charges and now process without objection. All right, thank you all.
Thank you, Your Honor.